Hey folks, this is your third edition? Fourth edition? Fourth edition of Learn to Burn. I'm Jules.
I'm Luke. Oh wait,
whoops.
We've been here a while.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, it's all good. All right, so behind our video here, you're seeing the burning woman. Yeah, so what we want to do is talk supplements, okay? Supplements are a great tool. You just got to know, they're a tool. Just like a hammer can be used for destruction, or it can be used as a tool. Supplements are used as a tool to help you see results. And so we're going to dive into that. We're going to assume here for a second that you've all read the 6-week meal plan.
Right.
And you're following the 6-week meal plan.
Right.
And you're following carb backloading. So here's this is really important. If you want to burn fat for fuel, okay, and that's your objective, you want to lose 20, 30 pounds of fat, and you're having oatmeal and a banana and an orange juice for breakfast, and you're totally derailing fat metabolism by increasing blood sugar and insulin. Now, the supplements you take probably aren't going to work for you. Okay, it's really hard to out-supplement or out-exercise bad nutrition, right? So,
and not that those things are bad.
No,
just for what the goal that you're looking for, or the results that you're looking for, they might not be the right path to go.
It's exactly. So I don't want to poo-poo oatmeal.
No, we love oatmeal.
Yeah, my goal is the results I'm looking for is to build lean mass. So oatmeal probably wouldn't hurt me in the morning, but I choose not to do that. However, it just may not hurt me. So I want to make sure that I can switch slides on here. So we're going to identify 3 problems that people may or may not have with supplements. Number 1, they may not fully understanding why they take the supplements they're taking. So a lot of people don't understand why they take them. A lot of people don't take them properly, right? Some people don't measure the results. So we measure the results. Midpoint check-in should be coming up, right? In 3 weeks or 4 weeks or wherever you're at. When you measure your results, you now know what needs to change. Right, you need to know what pivots or what adjustments you need to make in your plan. You need to know what to dial in for nutrition, exercise, and supplements. So you need to measure results. And number 4, did I say 3 problems? I meant 4. Sorry.
You meant 4.
I can't forget about the coaches.
Don't forget about us coaches, right?
So if you go to GNC to get supplements, they're not going to coach you through it.
Right.
All right.
And they're not measuring your results or anything. They're giving you that feedback.
Exactly.
On a timely basis.
Yep. So we're going to dive into the supplement plan. So everybody has an opportunity to have a customized supplement plan.
Sure.
That's a big piece of our coaching process.
Yeah.
We're going to dive into that. So we use Advocare products, and a couple of reasons we use Advocare products. Number 1, I've been using Advocare since I was in college, which was,
5 years ago?
Yeah, right. I went to college back in the 1900s, so you guys all know. So started then anyway.
I know, right?
Yeah,
that's weird.
I know.
Don't say that. You make me feel old.
You're not old, come on. Okay, so we choose Advocare because a couple reasons. Number 1, I have experience with it. I know it works, and I'll talk a little bit more about why we use these products, but there's reasons. So one of the big reasons is this is an example of one of the individuals that helps formulate the products. Stanley Dudrick was the inventor of intravenous feeding. Okay, so he is responsible for coming up with a system and a process that allows people that are in a coma or in a state where they can't consume food. And he is able to deliver he created a system to deliver nutrients to people intravenously so they can stay alive. Yeah. So literally, this dude saved millions of people's lives.
Right.
And this is one of the reasons why we chose Advocare to represent our supplement lines, because the integrity behind the product. It's
development.
Yep. And the product itself, the supplements that they do come out with, they don't come out with like the hot and sexy thing, even though Stanley's hot and sexy.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. That's funny, right? They study and they look at the research, and they just don't put out there what's hot and heavy. right? For example, carbohydrates nowadays get poo-pooed, right? So, but however, carbohydrates after you exercise at an intense level are important for recovery, right? So, and that's a science, it's proven science, right? So they go based off of science and what's proven, not based off of what's hot and sexy in the marketplace.
Right.
So,
the other thing I like too is that they're third-party tested.
Right. Yep. Third-party tested, informed choice. Yep. So what's in the product is scrutinized by another governing body that double checks it. So sometimes with supplements, you never know what you're going to get. So it's important to have that. Yep. Sure. Yep. So the first thing I want to talk about is if you're new to supplements and you're not really too sure what to do, our suggestion is to do a prepackaged program through AdvoCare. There's the 180, it's 80 days, and it literally comes with a journal, and it tells you step by step what to do. Okay, so some of the last videos we talked about digestive health, and we've talked about macronutrient health and micronutrient health. This helps you with all of those issues, all those problems you might have. It starts with a 10-day cleanse, which helps with with digestion and absorption. And then you get in a supplement program, and we'll dial in these supplements here in a second, called M&S. There's M&S 3, E, and C. We'll talk about those in a second, but yeah. So I
want to dial back too and just say, we're not replacing food, right? This is a supplement to your nutrition. So again, if you have not dialed in your nutrition at this point, and you're talking to your coach and you're like, I'm all over the place, I'm eating cheeseburgers here and Snickers here and Mountain Dew here, this probably is not going to be for you at this point. Right. So we're talking, you're dialing in, you're wanting to reset that digestive system and get it cleaned out, flushed out so you can absorb these nutrients. If you're going to go have cheeseburgers during that cleanse, probably not the right time for you.
Let's pull off on that.
So we just want to make sure that you guys are ready for this. That this is not replacing something that you're not willing to make change for the long term on. So I just want to preface that with that.
Yes. Yeah, good. Okay, so like I talked about, the 24-day jumpstart, which is part of the 180, it starts with a 10-day cleanse, which your coach will dial you into how to do all this. And like I said, it comes with a journal too, so you don't really even need a coach. Really. Seriously.
They have it all there for you. It is laid out. And again, you're eating during this cleanse. So don't hear the word cleanse and think you're starving for 10 days. There's no juices. There's no fasting. There's the cabbage soup diet. So this is, you're eating real whole food. So we're not asking you to do crazy things like juicing or fasting or any of that kind of stuff.
Right. So the 10-day cleanse it builds your foundation. Then you, like I said, introduce M&S 3, E, or C, and through that, product like Spark would help you with energy and help meet some metabolic needs as well during the day. So the max phase, if you're doing the 180, your max phase is literally day 11 through day 80. Okay? But they're also, if you're not ready for the whole 180, you can do the 24-day jumpstart and literally bite that off first. Okay, so we're going to talk about some AdvoCare differences, which we already talked a little bit about. The journal is for the 180 is, like I said, it shows you how to eat too. It explains the difference between starches and proteins and fats, and it goes over portions. And like I said, go to GNC. They're not going to walk you through this. They're not going to coach you. We coach you through this. So we're going to talk about M&S-E. Okay, so this is a product that will help boost your metabolism. There's no doubt about it. So the M&S line is, I feel, one of the most important pieces. And if you want to have a foundational metabolism, like I said, give your metabolism a fighting shot. I mentioned this in a previous video, but give your metabolism the best chance it can to do what it needs to do to accomplish what you're asking it to accomplish, which is to exercise and burn fat and build lean tissue, right? So you want to feed it with the right thing. So M&S-E is great for a person that, number one, wants to burn fat or build lean tissue, okay, those people. But also if you are the person that could use a little more energy during the day, this is absolutely right for you, okay? So it's really good for fat burning. And like I said, it's great for the person that needs to maybe get a little pick-me-up during the day. Anything else? About it? And so in this is a strip. There's a strip pack, okay? There's a packet that you take 30 minutes before breakfast, a packet you take 30 minutes before lunch. There's also a packet that you eat with food. And all the M&S products have that.
And they're all labeled.
They're all labeled.
It's pretty dummy proof.
It's clear, yep. You just got to do it. What I love about M&S is I can literally just say, here, just do this. Yep. It's going to cover all your nutritional micronutrient needs. Yeah, fill all the gaps. So MNSC is a product used for people that would like craving control. If you're the person that just craves sugar and craves carbs or chips or what have you, and I'll let you read that. I'm not going to read it, but there's things in it that help with brain activity, right? And then help you potentially make better decisions. So if you're a person that needs craving control,
that emotional person.
Yes. Yeah. So this is an awesome product, especially if you're new to exercise and supplements. You just need kind of a head check. This is great. And also has a metabolic component too. So there's also some components from the E in this as well that's going to help boost your metabolism and burn fat. Overall, this is the most comprehensive one. And what I like about the MNS3, it has a lot of vitamin D in it. It has more omega fatty acids than the other ones. And it's pretty well balanced, meaning there's not a ton of metabolism. There's not a ton of craving control.
Right.
It's kind of right in the middle.
Yeah.
But what I do with this, for example, I like doing MNS3 because of the extra vitamin D and omegas. I add things to it. So for example, there's other products that you can combo this with to customize it. Right. So if we're going to customize a plan, this is great. Yeah. So work with a coach on that.
Right. And no, these aren't the end all be all too. So if this is not something that you're interested in, we have other options we can fill those top guests, your omegas, your vitamin D, your daily multivitamin. So if this is like, oh my gosh, this is too overwhelming, or your brain is like, I'm not there yet, we've got a lot of other options for you to fill those gaps as well.
Right. So
it's very customizable.
Right. Yeah. To Julie's point, if in MNS3 is a multivitamin called Coreplex. So maybe the packet thing's not right for you. However, we still want to give your metabolism a fighting chance. Let's take Coreplex. We'll start with that. Right. And get on an omega fatty acid. Right. So bare minimum, I would suggest Coreplex and omega. Yep. Sure. Yep. Spark. Here we go, baby. One of the.
You're living without Spark, you're not living.
Yeah. So this is an awesome product. One of my favorites right now. It's in the depending on when you're watching this. Right now it's fall, and it came out with like the hot Spark, the cranberry, cinnamon. So
you like that one, don't you?
I love it. Yeah.
Cherry's my favorite. Can't go wrong with cherry.
Oh yeah, that's right there. Yeah. Cherry's top 5 for me.
Oh, I love it.
So just coffee. Comparing Spark to coffee. Coffee is caffeine, right? That's where kind of caffeine comes from, right? So caffeine will dehydrate you a little bit, and there's not many nutrients in. There's some phytonutrients and things like that. And you can kind of, depends where you get. There's a million different kinds. However, Spark is consistent. It has amino acids. Like I said, key nutrients for your metabolism. Choline is one of the minerals in Spark, which is required for what you learned in our last video, the Krebs cycle. Yeah. Okay. You can do 1 to 3 servings on an empty stomach. Make sure your stomach is empty if you can. So when you do this before a workout, you want to an empty stomach would be 2 hours after you eat. Yep. So 2 hours after you eat, consider your stomach empty. So you want to plan that out.
So yeah, I think the energy without the crash is huge for me. I used to be a coffee drinker. And then I figured out that I really didn't like coffee all that much, but I really like coffee creamer. So Spark was huge for me, and I really was resistant to try it at first. I was, oh no. And I am so thankful that I was introduced to it, and it has been huge for me. I get up at 3:45 in the morning to teach at 5. So I'm kind of some days a 3 Spark a day kind of girl, because I have a really long day and I need to get through. And it is like that mental clarity for me piece is huge to get through my day. It's like you just kind of get this washover, but you don't have the crash. And I think that's the biggest part. When I have my cup of coffee, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need another one. Like you have that big boom, and here you don't have that at all. Like I've never felt a crash off of Spark ever. Right. And I can even take it 3 o'clock in the afternoon and still go to bed okay. It's not like keeping me up all night long. It's just kind of that easy, gentle, like, okay, I'm tired.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. So it's awesome. Great. It's great for moms. It's great for working out. It's great for dads. It's great for everybody. So if you haven't tried it, let us know.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we're clear.
Yeah.
You don't put coffee creamer in the Spark, right?
No, gross.
Okay,
Yeah, no, just in coffee. So it was like this much coffee, this much creamer. So really didn't like, because I tried to do it black, and I'm like, ew, this is gross. Like, who drinks this stuff? Coffee creamer is so good.
Okay. So we're going to talk now about meal replacement shakes. Yes. So we have multiple flavors of this. This is wedding cake, which is it's really good. So now, but I want to say this: not eating is not an option. So you have to eat.
Yes.
This allows you to fill a gap when you're in a pinch, right? So run into a meeting, you need to grab a meal replacement shake. I always have one with me. It's in my bag all the time.
Between my car today.
Yeah. And if your goal is to burn fat, it's really good for a post-workout. Depending on what your coach would recommend, you might cut it in half, right? You might just do half a serving of it. So, so these are, it's got 5 grams of fiber in it too. It's got also vitamins and minerals in it. So a lot of times when people start exercising, they think they need to exercise and eat less. Right? So many people, they almost eat too little, you know, to see results that they want to see. So a lot of times people are maybe 200 calories away from hitting the caloric minimum they need to hit to see better results. This has got 220 calories in it, so it might just get you right there.
Again, that post-workout doesn't mean post-meal. It means you're filling that nutritional gap post-workout, and then you're eating after that. So again, not going from this to that, and then you're out the door. So you need to make sure that you're eating.
Yes. Here's a sweet companion product, Catalyst. Okay, so we did. So Catalyst is so they originally designed it. So Animalcare designed it for the U.S. wrestling team. So when you're a wrestler, I was a wrestler, and your goal is to lose weight. You want to cut weight. They call it cutting weight, which is horrible, right? But so you cut weight, but you don't want to sacrifice lean mass, right? So this helps you preserve lean mass when you're in a caloric deficit. So you can kind of teeter on that metabolic minimum that you would need for calories. This could help you continue to burn fat because it helps support lean mass.
And that's a good point too. Talking to your coach, like where you are lean earner, fat burner, like where you are with a calorie deficit or calorie surplus, depending on what your goals are. There's a fine balance for some people in between there, and this is a huge piece of that picture. So again, talking to your coach about what results you're looking for.
Anywhere from 2 to 3 times a day. Talk to your coach about that. Thermal Plus, this is one of the things I would add to MNS3. So if I have taken MNS3, I'll add Thermal Plus to it, and I'll add that to my breakfast and pre-breakfast, pre-lunch packet, and it just helps you burn fat. And this one, you want to make sure you talk to your coach. Some people are fine with 1, some people need 3, some people do it in the morning, some people do it in the afternoon. So so hit your coach up on it, and we'll get you
figure it out.
Coached in on that one, Now, that concludes our talk here on supplements. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Jules?
I don't think so. Again, I just think, don't be overwhelmed. We're here to help you. We're here to guide you. We're here to meet you where you are in your supplement journey, just like your exercise journey, just like your nutrition journey, all of those things. Ask questions. That's why we're here. That's why we know this stuff. That's why we do what we do. So this isn't just an end all be all.
Did she do a good job?
Did he do a good job? We rock.
Kind of.